I'm Meg Grenate with the Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation, and you're watching the Downtown Living Show. Today's show will feature the Elks Lodge, Eds of Goldsboro, and Diversity Dance. I'm here with Tanya Jarrett, the exalted ruler of the Elks Lodge in Goldsboro, located at 105 East Chestnut Street. She's going to tell us a little bit about the organization and their involvement in the community. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. So give me a little bit of background on the Elks Lodge. I know that it is a long-time staple in downtown Goldsboro and this community, but I don't think a lot of people really know the history about it.
The lodge has been here in Goldsboro for 112 years.
Wow.
Which we were the first lodge in North Carolina. There are approximately 2,000 Elks Lodges throughout the United States. Been through a lot of changes in the last couple of years, trying to improve a little bit, trying to become a little more modern as well as keep some of the traditional heritage. 7 years ago, we actually started allowing female members, which was new for our lodge.
Now, what brought about the change? Why did you decide that that was a good move for the organization?
Well, we needed the members of the lodge at that time decided we needed some more participation. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the guys' wives were already involved in the Elks Lodge, so we decided it was a natural thing to make them members.
Well, I think that's wonderful. And you kind of, you're the exalted ruler, but aren't you the first female for this lodge?
Yes, I was the first female to hold a chair as well as move to the exalted ruler's office.
A great accomplishment.
Thank you.
So tell me about your membership. How many members do you currently have?
We have 319 members active.
Okay. And what type of work do you do within the community?
We do a lot with the veterans and the veterans' homes. We do an Adopt a Veteran program, which basically we would go over to Kinston, find a veteran, and spend some extra time with them, do some things, take care of their small needs. We do a lot of scholarships. We are actually the second largest provider of scholarships in the United States, only behind the federal government.
Wow.
As a state, we also have a Camp Carefree, which is a camp for disabled children. So parents send their kids there for like a week, a year, and full medical staff and everything, and they can just be kids during that time.
Oh, that's sweet. Wonderful. How do people go about becoming members of this organization?
It's basically member by invitation. An Elks Lodge member has to invite you and to have to support your application. However, if you don't happen to know someone, you can contact us through the Elks Lodge website, and we'll meet with you and kind of go from that range. We'll get some members acquainted with you, and we can get you in through that.
Is there any particular age that you have to be to join?
21.
Okay, 21 years or older.
Yep, the requirements are you have to be 21, you have to believe in God, and you have to be propositioned by one member and supported by 2 more members.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I know that you do some events on a yearly basis, some that people really look forward to every year. Can you give me a little overview of some of the events you do here throughout the year?
Okay. We do Big Boy Burgers every Saturday, and this is the biggest burger you'll find in Goldsboro. And it's all fresh made meat, and it's something that everybody looks forward to every Saturday. There's always a meal on Monday night hosted by the bartender. Every meeting night there's a meal. We have a big steak bash at the end of the month, which we usually have some kind of entertainment with as well. We do Halloween parties. They're usually costume parties, and we give prizes for the best costume. Do reverse drawings. We do a New Year's Eve party with a live band typically. And we also do a Christmas Eve party for the families of the Elks, where we come in and we have some breakfast and just kind of socialize with the families and let everybody come in.
Very nice. Well, we love having you downtown, and your organization does wonderful things. If people want to learn more or contact somebody, who should they get in touch with?
The first place to start would be the elks.org website, because it kind of gives a background about our history and what we do and what we support. And from that, you can find our local number as well as our location here, and just give us a call, send us an email, and someone to get in contact with you.
And if someone is interested, is it the type of thing where they can join at any time, or is it once a year you do a recruitment?
You can join at any time. The process is once someone has signed the application and it's gone through the review process, we do the background checks. It gets voted on at the meeting upstairs, and as long as it passes by a 2/3 majority of vote, then the member is elected.
Okay.
And then typically about 2 to 4 weeks behind that, we will initiate them.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for giving me some information about the Elks Lodge. And like she said, if you're interested in getting involved, visit elks.org.
That's right.
And you'll find all the information you need there.
Look forward to having some new members.
Thank you. Ed Cogdell at 105 North Center Street. You may not know Ed, and you may not know what's been going on at 105 North Center, but he has got some amazing things happening in the old Central Lunch space, and we want to give you a sneak peek of what's to come. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you so much.
Yes, so before we get into what you are doing here and the transformation that's taking place, tell me a little bit about your history in Goldsboro.
Okay, I'm born and raised in Goldsboro, went to Eastern Wayne High School, went away to college at East Carolina.
Okay.
Kind of paid my way through school working in the service industry at restaurants, and have traveled around. I lived at Cape Hatteras for a couple of years. I lived the last 8 in Wrightsville Beach.
Okay.
I've always wanted to have my own restaurant, and you know, I've come back to Goldsboro after 15 years away, and you know, thought what better place than downtown Goldsboro to start my own business.
I know you have some family ties in downtown Goldsboro. Can you tell me a little bit about, you know, how your family has kind of influenced the shape of downtown and why you have that personal tie that draws you back here?
I definitely do. My great-grandfather was one of the first businesses downtown. My great-grandfather and his brother, Claude, and they lived down by the post office on the top of Mulberry Street, across from each other. And my grandfather had a bicycle shop on John Street, and my father, so...
and I hear his name is still in the tile in the entranceway of that building.
It is. It's really special to walk down the sidewalk and see your last name, 100 years old, still in the tile. But I grew up on these streets. I remember being a child and kind of a hang-arounder, always wanting to be in the action, and I remember how lively downtown was as a boy, and you know, look forward to seeing that again.
Well, you will certainly be helping in that once your new restaurant is open. So tell me a little bit about the work that you have done in this building, because it's completely transformed from what it looked like when it was Central Lunch.
Well, thank you. We came in here, you know, the Central Lunch business had gone out of business, and got the building, and you know, felt that it was time for a little bit of an upfit, a little more modernization. So we kind of gutted it. The kitchen is nice and still as it was, just a little bit of sprucing up, but have kind of done a cosmetic makeover on the front.
Certainly.
You know, we built a bar area, we've got a dining area, some booth seating. It's been a lot of work, but we think it's going to be nice.
It looks fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Now, what's your menu going to be like? What's your ambiance? What do you want people to experience when they come and eat here?
I've had that question a lot. I'm still kind of trying to figure it out, but what I think of what would be cool here and what I would like to see is kind of tones of home. Whenever you come in here, you know, it's upscale and modern, but reminds you of where you are. And, you know, I think of Eastern North Carolina as one of the best places out there. And, you know, I think we should embrace that.
Certainly. Now, what kind of food? I know you're going to be doing some seafood, and people are so excited about that. You have a great following on Facebook. So what are some menu items you're particularly excited about?
Well, you know, the farm to table revolution has kind of become big over the last few years. Society has started reverting back to kind of the older ways, eating local foods, you know, supporting local businesses and a real focus on health. I'll have flavors all across the board, but you know, a real emphasis on coastal Carolina seafood, local farming, agriculture. I've been working with the Department of Agriculture to connect with local growers. When available, I would really like to use local product. As far as the menu items go, I've gotten a lot of feedback, and it's kind of sculpted the way I think on things, what others want. But you know, fresh fish dishes, some nice steaks and pork. You know, traditional Southern influence, but more of a chefy twist on it.
Nice. So how can people follow you? Because I know that people are just itching to see, you know, we see people coming in and out of here to do work, and you know, they're hauling equipment in, and people are just wondering what's going on in there. So how can people keep up with what's going on in here?
Well, we've started a Facebook page. You know, it's kind of one of those things, everybody does it. So started that about a month ago, and the response has been overwhelming. Lots of positive response and support, and you know, it really feels good to have the community backing you on something like this. I feel like Goldsboro needs it, and the Facebook page is out there. It's Ed's, and you know, we put Goldsboro, North Carolina beside it just to kind of distinguish it. But you can find us on Facebook and check in with us. Post pictures and updates, little blurbs from the menu. You know, see what people want. Getting back to the menu itself, I've had a lot of people say, "Are you going to have anything vegetarian? Are you going to have anything healthy?" And you know, that's something I've gone back to the drawing board on. I'm a carnivore, but you know, it's something that if the public wants something, you know, I think we should provide it. So
wonderful. Well, we are so thrilled to have you moving to downtown, Ed's, Goldsboro, North Carolina. We wish you nothing but the best. When do you expect to open this gem?
I've been putting it off, but we would like to see it open the day after Labor Day.
Okay. Wonderful. So this fall, people can get a taste.
Looking forward to it. I appreciate all your support. I really do.
Well, keep up with Ed and all of his work on 105 North Center Street on Facebook under Ed's, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Z-Pack in downtown Goldsboro, home of Diversity Dance at 111 South Center Street, and I am here with Susanna Wheel, who is going to tell us about this wonderful new venture she is starting this fall. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Well, as you can see, we have this beautiful dance floor. We have a dance instructor, eager and ready to go.
Wonderful.
I'm ready for diversity. I teach a diversity genre of dance. Ballet, tap, jazz, lyrical, modern, acrobats, ballroom. We have an annual cotillion. Along with our acrobats, we do tumbling, but that's for a little more advanced.
Sure.
Besides the diversity with the genres of dance, I think we have a diversity group of students. We're not even 3 miles from the base, which is wonderful. I love it. I think the kids, the Air Force kids, are going to love having diversity dance just a snap away.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking for a diversity group of kids. Goldsboro is so diverse.
It is.
And now, the way downtown, I call it, my husband and I, Steve will call it the new uptown downtown.
Oh, that's nice.
The new uptown downtown, because we have an array of businesses that sell so many unique things. Every business, any kind of food you want. we've got it downtown.
We do.
And I've lived here several years and have never seen it
Coming alive.
as alive as it is. Yes, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be part of it.
So tell me about your experience as a dancer. What got you inspired to become a dancer and then to share your passion with other people?
From the time I was little, when I would hear a song, I would see a dance. I would dream at night, I would see a dance. And I never really thought about dancing, I just knew I did that. Then when I was around 5, we had a dance teacher, she had come from Germany. She was actually from there, Walter B. Jones' daughter. She but had been off with the Air Force in Germany, came back, opened up her studio, and I started dance. And sometimes I was the child that was in the trash can in the corner. We could never do that to kids now, but I was a little bit, wild. So her main thing was with us, which I take to heart today. Ballet is the basis for dance. And we had to do our ballet. And we had to do that. We did it at the beginning of the class, and I know why now. Because we could be excited about what was next. We were never very excited about ballet because it's very disciplined.
It is.
And I understand that with kids today too. That's why I offer three genres: ballet, jazz, and acrobats, or ballet, tap, and acrobats.
Okay.
So if a child is not especially happy with one or the other, they know there's something else they're getting to.
But they're still learning those fundamentals
Right.
in the process.
And
Wonderful.
I give them things to go home and work on. I never tell you, I wouldn't even mention it to my child to work on it. See that they want to work on it themselves. I think if you're a good teacher, your child goes home and works on it on their own. Pounding them with it may make them hate you, me, and school. So I think just, let me handle your child's dance education, and I think it'll be a wonderful experience, because as well as working with the kids, I have a very good rapport with the parents, as I've had 2 sons myself that were in dance.
Okay.
They're 26 and 27 now, but they dance
Wonderful.
growing up. So I know what it's like to have to get them to classes, get costumes, do this, do that. It's a lot on the parents, and I've been there. So I can work with both the parent and the student really well.
Now, what are the age ranges of your students?
Ages 3 and up,
Okay.
3 through adult. What I find with the adult classes is it's better to do maybe a 6 weeks tap class before the holidays hit, and then offer something the next year, 6 weeks tap class or a 6 weeks jazz class, because the parents frankly don't have the time and they're too tired when they come home from work. But for 6 weeks they can kind of commit to something. And most of them are committing to their children and the activities they're in. And I understand kids are in more activities than dance. I personally believe we can get them in everything. And just the way I see downtown growing, the people I talk to in Goldsboro, I'm starting to meet more people than ever. I love it. It's just the time and the place. I'm very happy about it all.
So how do people learn more about getting involved and taking classes at Diversity Dance?
They can call me, Susanna Will, at 919-396-3435.
Wonderful. And I know you've done some advertising in some local papers, so if people see it and they get interested, all they should do is call and
All they have to
sign
do is
up.
call, and I can register them over the phone, actually. But we do have a big registration coming up where there are auditions for a competing dance group.
Okay.
That is August 9th from 10 to 12. It's
Right
on
here
a Saturday,
at
right
Sac.
here at Diversity Dance.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us, and I hope everyone will come downtown, take some dance classes. It's a really wonderful way to learn flexibility, get some energy out, and learn a new skill. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching the Downtown Living Show. To learn more about what's going on downtown, please visit downtowngoldsboro.com. Find us on Facebook under Downtown Goldsboro and on Twitter and Instagram.